Hey everybody, good evening. I just got into the house. I'm throwing myself up live. We've got some storms to track tonight, so kind of hoping this was going to pan out today. Bear with me while I get everything set up here. We have a cold front that is moving in. Stretching all the way from northern Missouri, draped diagonally all the way into Kansas, down around Pittsburgh, and thunderstorms are firing up along this leading edge of this cold front that's trailing a little bit behind this line of storms, but we can definitely see a big temperature contrast between the where these storms are firing up and then behind it. About a 15-18 degree drop in temperature. So anyway, I'm going live. You have to bear with me. I just walked in the door. I am going to make a note in the Facebook group that I am live. One thing we need to watch right now is this cell that's in southeastern Cass County that will slowly be making its way across 7 Highway and into southwestern Johnson and northwestern Henry County. It seems to strengthen over the last couple runs of radar when I was watching this on the way home. Johnson County is still under a severe thunderstorm warning for the next 15 minutes. It will likely be extended. I am seeing a real nice hail core. Looks like just southwest of Kingsville, west of Holden. Let's see what that's going actually across State Highway T, south of Kingsville. These storms are moving to the east, northeast. So we will likely see this be expanded out a little bit further to include the towns of Warrensburg, Centerview. Let's see who else here. And eventually over toward Knob Noster or Whiteman Air Force Base. Looks like right along Highway 58 is where the strongest is. But like I said, this cell down here, just going through Garden City right now on 7 Highway, going over 7 Highway right now, has strengthened over the last couple runs. It will likely tie up with this cell up here in Johnson County. I am also expecting more cells to develop along this little green line. Let me highlight that. This here is the leading edge of the front. So anywhere along this line from Archie down to Amsterdam, down to Pleasanton, on down to the southwest. Expecting maybe a few more storms. I don't think this entire line will fill in, but we'll see some more thunderstorms brew up. We are under a severe thunderstorm watch, and that's actually going to go for let's see here, till midnight tonight. So as this line moves through, I say they will begin to drop some of the counties along behind the front. So this is going all the way over to Rolla, Mexico, Colombia, Macon. Very large watch box. So I'd say probably here the next couple hours, most of these storms will be out of west central Missouri. So, but I am going to be keeping a close eye on these cells and any cells that develop. There's another little one out here just to the west of Passaic and Butler, and I'll be watching that for strengthening. Of course, we're in the hot part of the day. I've got 96 degrees outside still with the heat index of 105 here in Clinton. So plenty of fuel for these storms. I am going to jump in a group, let everybody know I am live. This is why it's very important for to have multiple means. That's the reason why I have the weather advisory page in case I was stuck at work, my phone was going off, and I couldn't do anything about it. So that's an excellent way to stay up to the date on warnings and advisories is following my weather page. Also, make sure that make sure you subscribe to the YouTube channel, and if you subscribe, you can turn your notifications on. You'll know instantly when I go live. And then also on the website, www.subbiesweathertalk.com, right on the home page, you will also see all the latest warnings, watches, and advisories right there on the home page, updated every 5 seconds. So you'll definitely get the latest information by following one of them if you don't have an app on your phone. Gonna put this on here, let everybody know. Bear with me just a sec, guys, while I get everybody notified that I'm live. I have been working on some extra graphics as well. I'm going to put this on my webpage, let everybody know I'm going live. Alright, so this little cell down here west of Passaic, west of Butler, it is continuing to get a little stronger. I expect this cell to grow in intensity as it moves into some warmer, more humid air ahead of this cold front. Same goes with the one just to the southeast of Garden City. This thing's not losing its punch at all as it moves into looks like northwestern Henry County, southwestern Johnson County, and southeastern Cass County right now. It is going across Highway 7, moving east-northeast at 24 miles per hour. 100% chance of hail, 1.5 inch maximum hail size right now. And that is Doppler indicated. Anybody south of Garden City, in between Creighton and Garden City, please let me know. Shoot me a report, see if you're seeing any hail or not. You guys bear with me. I put a note on our Facebook group that I'm live. I'm going to take care of the dogs. I'm going to keep radar pulled up. And again, I'm expecting National Weather Service possibly to issue a severe thunderstorm warning out for this cell right here. It does have a hail core. Take a look at the winds. We got some pretty strong winds up here in Johnson County along that cell leading edge, and we do have some pretty strong winds up to 50 mile an hour right here, just east of Garden City, just over 7 Highway. And again, these storms are moving to the east northeast at 26 miles per hour. So just gained a little bit more intensity just on that last scan. So I wouldn't be surprised to see a new severe thunderstorm warning out for southwestern Johnson County, northwestern Henry County, and they might even include even the very southeast quarter of Cass County as well. But we do have a hail core. We got some 50 mile an hour winds with this cell right here. The one in Johnson County still holding strong. Looks like it's right over Holden right now. Hail has lessened as far as the size, but a very large hail core. You're getting some pea-sized hail, I'm sure, all along from between Kingsville and Holden along Highway 58, and it'll be moving to you guys in Centerview and eventually over into Warrensburg in the next 35-40 minutes. So I'm going to leave radar up. I am going to take care of some evening chores, and I'll be right back with you guys. All right, guys, if you're still with me, looked like National Weather Service did go ahead, issue a severe thunderstorm warning out. Let's take a look for just what we were talking about. Southeastern Cass County, northwestern Henry County, southwestern Johnson County, and west central Missouri. Severe thunderstorm located over Garden City, moving east at 25, 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts, and quarter-size hail. This is radar indicated. Locations impacted: Garden City, Creighton, Shahowie, Blairstown, Latour, and Quick City. So there's the weather radio you hear in the background going off. So again, we're watching this line stretching all the way up near Carrollton, all the way down through Johnson County, Cass, Bates, all the way down into Kansas. We have another strong cell, severe thunderstorm warning that clips part of Vernon County down around Garland, Bernal, Moundville. That's in response to this cell right down by south of Farlington, east of Brazelton, and north of Girard. This is moving east-northeast as well, so likely will be moving, clipping part of Vernon County. But right now we're watching a small development out here west of Butler, west of Passaic, and looks like another little cell starting to brew up here just to the east of Adrian. So we're going to see some storm fire up along this cold front and push its way across. So this is the reason why National Weather Service, we have 96-degree temperatures, heat index 106, plenty of fuel for these storms. That's the reason why they issued a severe thunderstorm watch until midnight for all of west central Missouri. So we have two severe thunderstorm warnings, one for Johnson County, which has just been extended to the east, including the towns of Warrensburg. Let's take a look at the official wording. Wrong one. So they've issued severe thunderstorm warning for central Johnson County until 7:30. Severe thunderstorm located over Holden, moving east to 25, 60-mile-per-hour wind and quarter-size hail. Locations impacted include Warrensburg, Holden, and Centerview. So we talked about that earlier. Likely going to be extended out to the east, which it did. So those we do also have another one for northwestern Henry, southwestern Johnson, southeastern Cass County right now. That goes for another 30 minutes for the same thing. 1 inch hail and 60-mile-per-hour winds. So I'm watching these. I'm watching the. Matter of fact, I'm going to jump over to what you're looking at. I'm switching this over to a 4-panel, so I can keep my eye on the winds, which you see up here where my cursor is at. This is velocity radar. Down underneath in the lower right hand, those are your hail cores. That's a vertically integrated liquid radar. And then over here on the left panel is what we call base velocity. This gives me a better idea of what's going on the ground level versus this one in the upper right hand corner, high resolution velocity. This one up here kind of takes a look at higher elevations up in the atmosphere, 250, 500,000 feet above our heads. So this gives me a good idea of what's going on the ground level right now, and it's showing right at around 50-mile-per-hour winds is all radar is showing right now, but very strong hail cores. One over Holden, and another one looks like just past 7 Highway in between Garden City and Creighton. So remember us looking at the 2 little showers down here west of Butler, east of Adrian. Just to the west of Butler, this cell's really starting to get its act together. So is the one just to the east of Adrian. I'll be watching those for strengthening. And again, the tornado threat is darn near zero. I'd never say it's zero when we have severe thunderstorms. However, the threat is very low. We're going to be primarily focusing on very strong straight line winds of 70 miles per hour, and probably a couple reports of maybe up to golf ball size hail. These are going to be hail producers, but most of it is going to be about pea size to nickel size hail. But I wouldn't be surprised to see a couple actual reports of up to quarter size, possibly up to golf ball size hail. So that's what we're concerned about this evening. I'm going to stay live until this cold front makes its way through Westminster, Missouri tonight. I apologize. I got home about 15 minutes ago, jumped right on live, so I got a few chores I'm doing in the process, but I'm keeping the radar up. You can watch radar, and while I'll get a couple of my chores done, and then I'll be with you through the duration of the event. Alright, guys. So again, just a brief recap. We've got 2 severe thunderstorm warnings ongoing right now. One in Johnson County, includes the towns of Warrensburg. We also have one for very southwestern Johnson County, northwestern Henry County, and southeast Cass County. However, it does look like most of the activity right now is coming into Blairstown, just very, very, very far northwest corner of Henry County, and then eventually into Chehowee and Layton. Looks like around 50 to 55 mile per hour winds, maybe a little bit stronger. Just had another scan, so down on the base velocity, that's about 60 mile per hour wind just to the west of Chehowee right now, as well as a hail core. The strongest hail core right now looks like it's just to the west of Blairstown right now, north of Creighton. Cell continues to get stronger in between Passaic and Butler. Not much of a hail core, but very torrential rain, maybe some pea-sized hail. That'll be coming across Highway 49, again between Passaic and Butler. This will likely continue to strengthen as it moves across Bates County. So we'll be keeping an eye on that one. We also have another one here. This is east of Adrian, southwest of Creighton and Urick. This one as well has continued to strengthen. So we will be watching that one as well. Some pretty strong winds. Looked like some probably 55 mile an hour winds. Look like right here in this little nook. Let's zoom in a little bit on this one. Looks like it's right over Aaron, west of Maysville, along Highway T, just south of Settle Ford Conservation Area. So they've taken Cass County out of the severe thunderstorm warning for Johnson and Henry County. They've taken the rest of Cass out of it. So if you're in Cass County right now, you're in the clear for right now. The chat is open. If anybody has any questions, feel free to utilize the chat. Ask me a question, got a comment, whatever. If there's something you want to know, throw it out there. Part of Vernon County is under a severe thunderstorm warning for this cell down by Girard, but I don't believe, you might be clipped down here in the southwest corner, but it looks like this cell is moving more to the east and the northeast. So right around Liberal, Lamar, That's where we're going to see the action of this cell here. I don't think Vernon County is going to be left with much. Hi Cindy, wind starting in Warrensburg. Take a little closer look. Warrensburg. Yeah, about 35 mile per hour winds right now coming in Warrensburg, but the main part of the cell is still off to your west. The hail core is still down, probably will remain to the south of Warrensburg. It is east of Holden right now, moving east at 18 miles per hour. Maximum hail size is 1 inch. 100% hail probability, so you're probably at least getting some pea-sized hail just to the east of Holden right now. Benton County. Hi, David. Well, Benton County's under the severe thunderstorm watch till midnight. What you're going to be watching on radar is this light blue line right here, or a kind of greenish blue line all the way up into northern Missouri. This will slowly be sagging off to the east southeast, and right now, probably my best guess. Let's see here. It's about almost 7 o'clock, so probably right around the 9 p.m. time frame, David. Severe thunderstorm watch, more of the same. Possibility of some strong straight line winds and hail up to the size of quarters, maybe a little bit bigger. That this whole line is likely not going to fill in and move through where everybody gets wet. There'll be a few cells that will grow in intensity, and if you're one of the lucky ones to get underneath and be able to get a quick half inch of the 3/4 of an inch of rain out of it, you're going to be one of the lucky ones. But I wish this entire line would fill in, but we're kind of losing a little bit of the heat of the day. Sun's going down, so these things aren't going to be as numerous as what we would like, but right now, still 95 degrees with the heat index of 105 as the sun is setting here in Clinton. No problem, David. Glad to do it, buddy. I say that as I have a mouthful of cookie. Looks like cookies my dinner tonight. Well, looks like we got a pretty good hail core developing right in between Passaic and Butler along Highway 49. Could be seeing another severe thunderstorm warning out for Bates County here before too long. Boy, what a hell core right here. Just coming into Blairstown, looks like. Let's see, that's some big hail. Let's see what it says here. Yeah. So we have 100% hail probability, 70% chance of it being severe over an inch, and maximum hail size reported by Doppler 2.25 inches. So we're getting up there golf ball size now, coming into Blairstown. Turkey, man, that sounds pretty good right now. take a look here. So again, some of you guys that just tuning in, what you're seeing up here on the screen is what they call a 4-panel, to where I keep an eye on all the aspects of the storm. Here in the left-hand corner, that's a typical radar, what they call high resolution reflectivity, just your basic radar. Over on the right-hand panel across from it, that's high resolution velocity. It's measuring the winds up above our heads around 500 to 1,000 feet. In the lower left, that is what we call base velocity. This gives me a little bit better idea of what it's doing on the ground level. And then, of course, finishing up here, bottom right-hand panel, vertically integrated liquid radar. And this is actually depicting the size of and the intensity of rain and the size of hail. So right now we have two distinct hail cores. The one coming into Blairstown right now, up to 2¼ inch hail, as reported by Doppler. And again, coming into the north side of Butler, in between Butler and Passaic along Highway 49, another hail core down there, possibly, it's marginally severe right now. Maybe up to 1 inch hail, but I'd say this might grow a little stronger as it heads off to the east, northeast. So let's take a little closer look for those in Bates County. So hail core going straight over Highway 49 at TT intersection right now. Raining probably like cats and dogs just to the north of Butler, north side of Butler. And this is going to be crossing, moving on up close to State Route D, just to the east of Passaic. Zoom this out just a little bit. And again, we do have a severe thunderstorm warning for Vernon County. I don't want to forget you guys down there. However, the storm is remaining to the south of Vernon County. So I would not be concerned with this if you're in Vernon County right now. Unfortunately, a lot of you guys need some moisture down here in Vernon County, but maybe a couple more little storms before this cold front moves through pop up in Vernon. But the severe thunderstorm warning right now is going to stay, the main action is going to stay just to the south of Vernon County, down around Liberal and Lamar and Pittsburgh, Kansas. We do have a special weather statement up here for northern Johnson County, in between Warrensburg, Concordia. Just some gusty winds up to 50 miles per hour. That's going to affect Higginsville, Concordia, Allville, and Fayetteville. Hey, MH. Heading into Clinton right now. It not yet. We are... Let's just do a timeline on it. So these storms are moving mainly east, a little bit north, but mainly east. So let's put a storm track on this one right here. Looks like it's moving around 20, probably about 26 miles per hour is a good average. Oh, let's put time track on this and move it east at 26 miles per hour. So looks like Clinton around 7:38, so about another 33 minutes before Clinton, if these storms retain their intensity. 7:38 for Clinton. Take a look at some more of these. Hartwell 7:19, Garland 7:29, Huntingdale 7:35, Clinton of course 7:38, Calhoun 7:57, and Lewis at 748. You bet, no problem.
The National Weather Service has issued a special weather statement.
So we got a special weather statement. I have a feeling, I bet I know what it's for this cell right here in Bates County. It will pop up here on my screen in just a moment, I bet. Yeah, that's exactly what it's for. So a new special weather statement for this cell that just come across Butler and Highway 49 in Bates County. Let's look at the official wording on this. Whoop, got to get out of the storm track. 50 mile per hour wind, penny-sized hail. Butler, Passaic, Ballard. So the storm may intensify, so be certain to monitor local radio stations and Subby's Weather Talk, even though it don't say that, and available television stations for additional information, possible warnings. So, and again, severe thunderstorm watch for Bates County until midnight tonight. Likely will be canceled a little bit early as soon as this cold front moves through. So, special weather statement for Bates County. This will eventually be moving off to the east. Spruce, Montrose, Deepwater, Clinton. Over the next, we just kind of timed that one out about the next 35 minutes or so. And probably by then I expect this maybe to intensify just a little bit more. We also have a cell, looks like it's getting ready to come into Uric along Highway 7. Have continued to show signs of intensification, so we might see a special weather statement on that here before too long as it crosses Highway 7 in Henry County. The storm up in Johnson County going through Warrensburg, Knob Noster area, it has weakened somewhat. So I think maybe some of these storms to its southeast is maybe sucking some of the juice out of this cell here, because it's slowly been weakening over the last 20 minutes or so. But this cell in Chehaui, in Blairstown, and of course the cell down just east of Butler now has really gained a lot of intensity. Let's take a look. I'm going to go back to the 4 panel again. Take a look at the integrated liquid. So yeah, it's still a very, very strong hail core just to the south of Blairstown right now. Up to 2, well, they've just updated, so a little bit less. 1.5 inch. So about $half size hail possible with this cell in Blair, just south of Blairstown right now, in between Creighton and Blairstown. Let's take a little closer look exactly. Let me get out of this. Let me switch this a little bit easier to see for you guys. This is the hail core. So right now it's over Highway N and B. This area right here, and actually what's cool about this software is that I can actually turn this into 3D, and I can actually tilt and see where the tallest cloud formations are, therefore signifying likely the largest hail core. So yeah, out of all these cells, all the way up in line, the one near Chehaui and Blairstown has the tallest tops. And we can actually, I'm going to get vertical on it. And then what we're going to do, we're going to go straight down through this hail core. We'll be able to see exactly what's underneath of it and where it's affecting it. Right on top of Blairstown right now. Quick City, Blairstown. That's where the hail core is right now. Zoom in a little bit more. Highway N and B. Looks like we just had another update. It shifted. So yeah, Blairstown, Highway N, Highway B, 2 highway, all within the center of this hail core right now. And that could be up to $half size. The hail core is really strengthened here just to the east of Butler. This will likely become a severe thunderstorm warning very soon. Hail core is now developed coming into Uric right now. So be prepared for penny-sized hail coming into Uric. We will likely see a special weather statement out for Henry County very soon. And again, you can kind of tell here that not only will this give me hail size using this specific integrated liquid radar, but it will also tell me the rain intensity. So right now it doesn't look like any hail in Johnson County, but they are getting a pretty good torrential rainfall here right over just along Highway 13, right around Bristol Ridge. So the severe thunderstorm warning that was for northwestern Henry and southwestern Johnson was allowed to expire. Depending on what this cell does, it may be reissued again for Henry County. But this cell continues to strengthen down here in Bates County. Very likely to see this turn into a severe thunderstorm warning very soon. And it looks like we have another cell developing in between Butler and Rich Hill along Highway 49. This will move into parts of west central Missouri in St. Clair County and southeastern Bates County. And again, all this is response to this cold front that is draped across west central Missouri right now. And we'll see a wind shift back out to the northeast after this passes through, and we'll see temperatures come crashing down later on tonight as well. So right now I've got a 93-degree temperature. Sun is set with a heat index of 101. So still a lot of energy out there. But you know, we're gonna have a very quick storm come through west central Missouri, and then it's gonna be over. So if you're one of the lucky ones, maybe be able to get a half inch out of this deal. Hi, Missy. Windsor. Well, you have got a line of storms off to your west. You'll probably see a lightning show. Let's take a look and see 18 mile an hour. Let's take a look when you can expect these storms. We'll put that at 20 miles per hour. I think they picked up a little bit. So looks like 7:54 approximate when this line of storm be coming through Windsor, Missy. So about another 35 minutes or so. And then again, storms coming to actually right at Uric, going across 7 Highway right now. Looks like some penny-sized hail, maybe dime size. And as far as the winds go, the winds have really kind of died down when I was looking here a little bit ago. We got 50, 55 mile an hour wind gusts. Looks like it's now just to the south of Uric, southeast of Uric, right across Highway 7 right now. So, and again, these are moving off to the east very slowly, about 20-22 mile an hour. More storms developing here in Bates County. Watch these for strengthening. Vernon County still under this severe thunderstorm warning for the next 29 minutes. But again, even if you're in Bernal, Moundville, Sheldon, I do not believe that you're going to be clipped by this storm. It's going to stay to the south of you. So Vernon County, you'll be watching for any storms out here along this line out here on the Kansas side, around Fort Scott, Farlington, Hyattville. These have a potential to move off to the east and affect you guys right around the Nevada, Milo, and Walker area. So the severe thunderstorm warning for Johnson County has been allowed to expire. So right now, we don't have any severe thunderstorm warnings on the board right now. However, I very strongly think that this one right down here in Bates County, you're going to hear my weather radios go off. You're going to see this turn to a yellow box. It continues to strengthen over the last 20 minutes that we've watched it. Quarter-size hail, some strong winds that was associated with it. So I think it's just a matter of time. Probably here, just in a minute or two, we're gonna see this turn to a severe thunderstorm warning. I'm gonna take a look at the hail core. It looks really impressive right now. Yep, very impressive hail core right now in Bates County, just to the east of Butler, right along State Route H. So if you live in Spruce, Johnstown, Ballard, it might stay just to the south of you. But if you live out here to the east, Johnstown, Spruce, along State Route H, be prepared for some potential very large hail. They've updated this as well. Let's see what it says. 2.75 inch hail. I mean, there's, we're bigger than golf ball size now. So this is radar indicated. So if anybody lives in that area, please let me know what you're seeing actually on the ground. This is radar indicated up to 2.75 inch hail. Hail probability is 100%. So you are getting some hail if you live in this gray area right here. Severe hail probability, there's the 80% chance you're getting at least quarter-size hail in this gray area. And then, and of course, based on the high rate of return, that's how the strength of the return that the radar gets is measured in decibels. So the maximum decibels, 65 dBz, that stands for decibels. And that's how it's measured, 2.75 inch maximum hail size. So you could be seeing some very large hail, damaging hail, falling in this area. So just make sure you have the cars inside, under the carport, have the pets inside. We're still looking at a pretty decent hail core just southeast of Blairstown as well right now. And probably some dime-sized hail falling along Highway 7 right at Urick. I like to sit there and check out see if we can get temperature. Yeah, so take a look at the wind direction. It's kind of neat. So we got south winds, obviously, southwest winds coming up through Henry County, up through Pettis County, Benton County, St. Clair County, and then look behind the front. You notice all these arrows coming out of the northwest. So you pretty much know where that cold front is situated at. I do want to take a look. Let's take a look at temperatures as well. Well, it must be. Let's see when that was. That was roughly. Yeah, that was 6:55. So that was 35-40 minutes. This is as before it went through, but it looks like Kansas City's at 90, Warrensburg at 81 right now. So that was the new report. 93 in Clinton. That's what I have right now with the heat index of 102. So Henry County is about ready. They're getting the brunt of it here in the next 15-20 minutes. Another cell down Rich Hill. Another one near Pleasant Gap. We'll watch those for signs of strengthening as well. If you live in Cass County, I'd say the severe threat is probably over for you guys for the night. If you live in Harrisville, Garden City, Pleasant Hill, Belton, Freeman, Archie, you guys are probably done for the night for any severe weather. I'm just going to swap radar here real quick, take a look at the winds. Wow, got some pretty strong winds here along 7 Highway. Mm, 69 miles per hour. 78.3. So let's now of course that's high up. That's 500 feet above us. Now some of that is mixing down. We get a better look by going to a base velocity and see what it's actually doing on ground level, which looks like on ground level it's staying below severe limits, right around 45 mile an hour along Highway 7. So that's the reason why I use base velocity radar. It's a better understanding of what's going on the surface, and especially if you're in an environment that could produce tornadoes. Having ground near the surface rotation is what you look for. So because all supercells are going to be rotating way up high in the clouds, and that's what your velocity radar will show. Now you want to see if there's any rotation near the surface, as such as in a tornado. So that's why you use both of those in conjunction with each other, both of those radar maps, high resolution velocity and base velocity. Looks like this kind of line is starting to fill in just a little bit, which is good news if you live in Henry County needing some moisture. So right now we don't have any severe thunderstorm warnings on the board, even though Vernon County, and again it shows you're under a severe thunderstorm warning for Moundville, Bernal, Milo, Sheldon area, but that storm is to the south of you. So there stands no threat for you guys in Vernon County. We do have a special weather statement still for central and eastern Bates County for this cell right here. I kind of expect it maybe to be severe thunderstorm warned. It still has a good hail core. Yep, still holding a very strong hail core still, just to the west of Spruce. So this thing, and again, I wouldn't be surprised if we see National Weather Service go ahead with with a severe thunderstorm warning for Bates County, possibly heading into Henry County. Actually, this has kind of grown in intensity too now. So, right around Lucas to Hartwell to just north of New Piper and north of Delmar, that hill core is strengthening.
The National Weather Service has issued a special weather statement.
Okay, another special weather statement, probably for this cell right here in Henry County, because that is grown in intensity. Yep, there it is. So, National Weather Service has a special weather statement for Henry County. The strong thunderstorm near Urick, 9 miles northwest of Clinton, moving east at 25. Wind gusts of 50, half-inch hail. Clinton, Windsor, Calhoun, Blairstown, Hartwell, and Truman Lake are all in the locations that could be impacted from this storm. So, special weather statement now for Henry County, and again for Bates County. We could see these strengthen into a severe thunderstorm warning here momentarily. So, these are the two storms we're watching very closely right now. A little bit of lightning. It doesn't seem like it's a real high intensity electric storm. Kind of what you expect when it's 95 degrees outside, but there is some lightning associated with these, but it's not as much as what I thought it would be. Let's see. Yeah, that's showing it's moving northeast at 40. 18. 22. Let's kind of put a storm track on this. We'll put it at 24. All right. 9:46 for Clinton. 7:54 p.m. for Montrose. 7:56 for Deepwater. Lewis at 7:57. Calhoun 8:07. Tightwad 8:18. Leesville 8:16. Racket 8:26. Ionia at 8:48. And again, remember everybody, the chat is open. If you have any questions, a specific area, or if you just want to comment, please utilize the chat. That's why we have it. That's why I go live, to make sure everybody has all their questions answered. And again, no severe thunderstorm warnings on the board. We do have a couple of special weather statements put out by the National Weather Service, one for Henry County, including the towns of Clinton, Calhoun, Urick, Leesville, and Windsor. We also have another one for Bates County, including Spruce, Johnstown, Ballard, and likely, I said, you know, even if you live in New Piper, Germantown, Montrose, Delmar, Ladue, you're going to be affected by the southern part of this cell moving through Henry County. So, pretty much all of Henry County right now need to be prepared for up to 50 mile per hour winds and up to penny-sized hail. We do need the rain, Missy. Absolutely, we need the rain. I knew it wasn't going to be a very broad area of rain, because it is a cold front. It is going to be ushering in a little bit cooler weather, but it's not a huge system. We might see that actually this weekend. I'm hoping maybe a little bit more substantial rains coming in this weekend. I hope. So, the cell down here by Rich Hill, strengthening. Pleasant Gap is strengthening. And of course, the strong storm in Bates County moving into the Montrose area. And probably the strongest cell out of this entire line right now looks to be in Henry County. Let's take a look at the Hail Core. Hail Core is right over Hartwell right now. Very, very, very heavy rains too, guys. So if you're driving along 7 Highway or getting ready to, you know, once you get if you're southbound or eastbound, I should say, on 7 Highway, you get to Urick, you better start slowing down. All right, so we do have a new severe thunderstorm warning. It's for this one down here near Spruce. Does include southwestern Henry County. It does not include the towns of Clinton or Deepwater yet. But we were kind of expecting this to happen. It's continued to grow in intensity. A very solid hail core. 2.25 inch maximum hail size based on radar. So very strong returns from radar for this hail core in Bates County that will be moving across the Henry County line and into the areas of Montrose, Germantown, New Piper, and areas along K Highway. And that's going to go for the next 28 minutes. Let's see the official wording. Southwestern Henry County, east central Bates County. A severe thunderstorm located 8 miles west of Montrose or 12 miles east of Butler, moving east at 25. $50 size hail, 60-mile-per-hour winds are possible. Montrose, Ballard, and Ladue are all locations that could be impacted by this storm. So, Vernon County, you've been officially taken out of that severe thunderstorm warning for Vernon County. So hopefully we get a few storms blow up down here, maybe get some moisture down here in Vernon County. Alright, I'm going to go back to, I'm going to check out the velocities here. Okay, so, wow. Okay, so those along 13 Highway, including Clinton, we've got some very strong winds. If you notice, I'm on base velocity right now. We are not under a severe thunderstorm warning yet. But with some of these wind gusts, some of these wind recordings, I would not be surprised to see us be under a severe thunderstorm warning for the areas Clinton and northern Henry County as well. So the southern storm is basically for the hail, from what I can see. A strong hail core. There's not a lot of wind associated with it right now. And the northern storm from Clinton to up to Blairstown, Leeton, and Windsor looks like a little bit of a wind bag. Not so much on the hail. So right along Highway 13, and it will be moving into let's say the northern parts of Clinton, probably just from about the hospital, probably about from Golden Valley Hospital and just to the north in those suburbs on Old 13. You guys need to be prepared. Make sure you have lawn furniture up. Anything that Emily just said super windy northwest of Clinton. Yeah, that's right here. That's right where we're seeing this little wind bag right now. So potential to get up to 60-mile-per-hour wind possible, is what I'm seeing. Even though Clinton per se is not under a severe thunderstorm warning.
The National Weather Service has issued a severe thunderstorm warning.
Well, that could change here momentarily. They might have put Clinton into a severe thunderstorm warning, in which there goes my weather radio right now. So I'd say this is going to change, and yep, there it is. All right, guys. So we do have a new severe thunderstorm warning. Includes the towns of Clinton in central and north and eastern Henry County, including Clinton, Calhoun, Windsor, Leesville, Tightwad, and of course in Clinton as well. I am going to swap feeds here. Yeah, we have some very strong winds that's coming in close to Clinton and along Highway 13, north side of Clinton. Right now, some very strong winds are going to be happening if they aren't already. We've got a 2.5 minute delay between radar scans and what's actually happening. Let's look at the hail core. So we still have very strong hail core over here in Bates County, getting ready. Montrose, you kind of have a bullseye right now on this cell coming into Henry County, and we still have a hail core out here in central Henry County, just northwest of Clinton. But more concerning, I think, is going to be the winds right now. I'm going to go ahead and swap to a 4-panel to where I can keep an eye on this storm. High resolution, base, let me go to regular reflectivity. Alright guys, just to recap, we got a severe thunderstorm warning for eastern Bates County, southwestern Henry County, central Henry County, including the towns of Clinton, and eastern Henry County, including Calhoun, Windsor, Leesville, and Tightwad. We also have another strong cell up here in Pettis County. Looks like it's right over on top of Green Ridge. There is a special weather statement for Pettis County right now. Locations impacted: Sedalia, Knob-Noster, Whiteman, Lamont, Green Ridge, Whiteman, and Sedalia Memorial Airport. 50-mile-per-hour winds and half-inch hail. That's for you guys up in Pettis County. So that's for this cell right here. It looks like it has the little wind bag as well. Wow, look at that. That wind keeps getting more and more impressive on base velocity right now coming into Clinton. Northeast end of Windsor. Thunder, lightning just north and east of here. Okay. That was Missy and from Windsor. So yeah. Missy, you're catching some of this right up here. Just kind of the outer bands, I guess, of this cell here in Pettis County. So depending on the track of this hail core, as well as some stronger winds, if it continues to move east, you'll probably be clipped by that as well. So the strongest winds right now look like going across 13 Highway, about 2 miles north of Clinton on Highway 13. Probably hitting some of the suburbs of Clinton on the north side, including those that live along Old Highway 13, and rural areas right along 13 Highway, just outside of Clinton. Still, hail core going strong in Bates County, moving into Montrose and southwestern Henry County. We just got a couple of updates here. Well, if you start seeing those trees flying across the yard, Emily, you might want to head to the basement. I'm just joking. It's you know, the severe the tornado threat very minimal, near zero. This is more of a windbag and a hail threat that we have this evening for any of these storms. So. Well, I had a wind gust here at the house at 39 on my weather station. Temperature has dropped a little bit, 88 degrees, 93 heat index. So far, no rain in my gauge yet here in central, right here in the middle of Clinton. After this line of storms move through, guys, you know, our severe threat is pretty much going to be over for the night once this line of storms move through our area. Take a look at this cell up here. Not severe warned yet in Pettis County. Torrential rain, looks like up to 1 inch hail possible according to radar, and that will be moving. It's over Green Ridge now, moving off to the east. It'll be affecting Sedalia and Smithton, and then of course eventually this line will make its way over into Benton County and St. Clair County as well. There are a couple cells down here to the east of Rich Hill, in between Rich Hill and Rockville, that will be moving into St. Clair County here after a while. So we've got 2 severe thunderstorm warnings. The southern storm, we'll call it the southern storm, 1.25 inch possible hail, 60 miles per hour winds. Got another 16 minutes left on it. And then the northern storm, 1 inch hail, up to 60 miles per hour winds, has 16 minutes left on that warning. So pretty much all of Henry County is under a severe thunderstorm warning currently. We still have 2 hail cores. You'll notice down here on the bottom right hand panel, right here, we have 2 hail cores going on right now. One just to the north of Clinton, and another one that is just to the west of Montrose. Montrose will likely start seeing some hail pretty quick. Looks like they're getting ready to get into the thick of things. Actually, all along, let's zoom this in just a little bit. So Germantown and along Highways K is going to be getting the biggest part of this hail core. Looks like from Germantown, in between Germantown and New Piper along Highway K. like strongest of winds. Pretty much along 52 highway. Between actually from Clinton to Calhoun is about where the strongest of the winds are right now. Anybody that's in the Montrose area, Calhoun, Windsor, Germantown, let me know what you're seeing in your area. You can post them on in the Facebook room if you want. And I will take these reports and send them over to the National Weather Service so they have a better idea of what's actually. If you guys are on, got a report 1 minute ago from Glenn on the weather page in our group, hail in Johnstown. So, Johnstown. So we have another warning. Could be an extension. Okay, so this is for Pettis County, guys. So let's zoom in on Pettis County. Pettis County has been placed under a severe thunderstorm warning. Let's take a look at the official word on it. So, southern Pettis County in central Missouri, 746 severe thunderstorm located over Green Ridge, 8 miles northwest of Windsor, moving east at 25. 60 mile per hour winds, quarter size hail. Sedalia, Windsor, Smithton, Green Ridge, and Sedalia Memorial Airport are all in the path of this storm. So that's for our friends up in Pettis County. All right, so let's right now we've got 3 severe thunderstorm warnings out. Pettis, 2 in Henry. So pretty much the entire county of Henry is under severe thunderstorm warning, and southern Pettis County is under a severe thunderstorm warning. So let's take a look at Benton County. So let's do a storm track on this. So right now for Benton County, Tightwad at 802, Racket 809, Deepwater 815, Lincoln 825, Ionia 831, Cocamp 842, Lake Creek 853, Crockerville 854. Kind of give you an idea for those in Benton County when you can expect these storms. And again, I'll reiterate, these are not the type of storms that are favorable for tornado formation. So our tornado threat is very, very, very low. I will never say 0 when we have the threat of severe thunderstorms out there, because some of them are rotating. They do have some broad rotation. They're a mesocyclone. That's what's producing the hail. However, the lower wind shear is non-existent. So this is mainly going to be a hail and strong straight line wind event for west central Missouri as this cold front moves through the area. So want to make sure you guys understand that tornado threat is practically 0, but nonetheless I am keeping my eye for any kind of rotation. Strong straight line winds and hail seem to be seem to be what's common with all of these strong cells that have formed and moved through western Missouri this evening. Let's take a look at the hail core. Looks like Montrose is just getting pounded right now. Anybody out in Montrose, let me know what you're seeing. Yeah, very strong hail core. Looks like it's this is a couple minutes behind, but likely this hail core is coming into Montrose if it's not on top of Montrose right now. So the hail core for the northern storm in Henry County seems to have lessened a little bit. Just torrential downpour of rain just north of Clinton, and heading over into looks like into Calhoun. All right, I'm gonna go take a peek outside myself. If anybody has any questions or need a storm track, an estimated time frame, feel free to utilize the chat here in the live feed. This is the reason why I do it, to make sure everybody gets their questions answered. So if you have any questions or want to tell me what the weather's like in your area, feel free to utilize the chat. Alright guys, so the main reason I want to go out and check outside, because I just had a wind gust here at 54 miles per hour. So I did send that to the National Weather Service, and I looked outside and I have a basketball goal with about 300 pounds of weight on top of it, just got blown across the road. So a very strong wind gust just about 5 minutes ago here in Clinton. So we are getting some torrential rains. So great news for the farmers so far. We don't need the wind, we don't need the hail. This hail core going through Montrose keeps looking more and more impressive. Those in St. Clair County, pretty much between Appleton City and Rockville, couple cells are kind of merging together over here that are continually to intensify. So I have a feeling these will move into St. Clair County and possibly produce some strong straight line winds, maybe some small hail here within the next hour. So I got a few messages here. I'm going to take a look at our page here, guys. So got a report out at Corals, just north of Clinton. If you guys remember, here about 20 minutes ago, about 20 minutes ago, just north of Clinton, there was a wind bag out there that was showing some really heavy, strong winds coming across 13 Highway. And we just got a report that power is out along 13 Highway near Corals. So that came in from Ethan. Thank you if you're watching. We also have, I had a question. I don't know if she's in here. Missy, after this line goes by, are we cleared for the night? Yes. These storms are in response to a cold front that's moving through our area. So after this line has moved through, we will be done with the severe threat tonight. So Johnson County, Cass County, most of Bates County, with the exception of down around Rockville, down in the southeast corner of Bates County. You guys are pretty much done for the night. Pettis County, right now, still under a severe thunderstorm warning. The heaviest part of it is actually just to the east of Green Ridge, west of Spring Fork, getting ready to cross Highway 65 and V Highway. 65 and V Highway. That's the strongest part of this cell right now in Pettis County. Sedalia, you're getting some pretty heavy rain, but the hail and the wind is going to stay south of you in Sedalia. Take a look here. So Calhoun, right along 52 Highway. Of course, Clinton, south side of Clinton is really getting hit hard right now. Let's take a look at this. Let me zoom in, go to a street level. So,
the National Weather Service has issued a severe The National Weather
severe thunderstorm watch. So along Artesian Avenue, south side of Clinton, South 2nd Street, really just south of 18 and Ohio Street. They're getting probably getting some hail right now, some very, very heavy rains. Right around Clinton High School. Take a look over here. Mont Road, you're getting some hail right now. All along Double H. Looks like, let me zoom a little bit further here. I'm not sure exactly where. Oh, okay, that's coming out of Mont Road. So along HH, and then of course you get down to around RA, down by where the old Montrose Lake used to be. That's what is that? That's 1151 road that goes into RA. So along HH, Montrose Lake, we have another severe thunderstorm warning possibly. Yep. So this is basically I got some hail. One second, guys. So this is a severe thunderstorm warning for southern Henry County, and again include Montrose, Deepwater, Brownington area, and Highway 13 south of Clinton. Alright, so do have some hail here in Clinton from pea size. Yep, that's what I had too, Brandy. I'm here in Clinton, central Clinton. Had some pea size up to penny size. There were 2 on my porch that was penny size. I took a couple pictures, and I'm going to be sending that to National Weather Service as well. So the severe thunderstorm warning for the northern storm in Henry County has been allowed to expire. We still have a special weather statement that they issued for the next 30 minutes, just talking about 50-mile-per-hour winds and up to penny-sized hail for the northern storm in Henry County. The southern storm is still growing strong, right over Montrose, heading east toward Deepwater and Highway 13 in between Clinton and Deepwater is the strongest part of this. Appleton City is getting some rainfall right now. There is a cell moving into St. Clair County, down just north of Rockville, that is showing some signs of an intensification. Does have some small hail in that as well. I'm going to jump over to vertically integrated liquid, which is my hail map, and of course we see some small hail coming across Clinton. I can testify to that. Montrose, right on top of Montrose. Oh, there it is. Cassidy finally. Cassidy on our weather group, Subby's Weather Talk on Facebook. She had been hailing for a solid 10 minutes now, and the size just keeps increasing. It's about quarter-size hail right now in Montrose. Thank you so much, Cassidy, for the report. I am going to send that to the National Weather Service. And you guys bear with me for just a second. I got to get some of these storm reports. Get some of these storm reports to the National Weather Service. Wow, it's still hailing outside. It's hitting my windows. Alright, so I do have, I've sent a total. You guys have been awesome so far tonight. I've got about 9 reports from you guys. I've sent them all to the National Weather Service. Just getting all caught up here. Bring up Twitter. Still a very strong storm in Pettis County, coming right across Highway 65 near Spring Fork, State Highway V and 65 intersection, north of the Windsor Junction. North of the Windsor Junction on State Highway V and 65 Highway in Pettis County. Some of these storms are entering into Benton County right now, in the very northwest corner of Benton County. Soon be affected by some of these strong storms. If anybody has any questions or have any report, please utilize the chat right here in the live feed. I'll be happy to answer questions or pass storm reports on to the National Weather Service. I am so two places I want to make sure everybody knows how to get to. We had kind of a situation like this tonight in which I was still at work, my phone was blowing up, I couldn't get away. Make sure you have other sources to be able to obtain watches and warnings and advisories in case, because I work a full-time job. Just like all of you, so make sure you have means. I try to utilize as much of social media as I can. First off, shout out to Clay Radford over at KDKD and 96.1 The Biz. They have excellent storm coverage over there. So I definitely would recommend, if you're in the car, tune in to 95.3 or 96.1 The Buzz, or The Biz, sorry, for all up to the minute for all of Truman Lake area in West Central Missouri. And I keep saying 96.1. I keep saying that. I don't know why. 95.3. Jordan went to get my pizza 10 minutes ago. It's coming down pretty good. Well, thanks for sharing your pizza with us, Jordan. I had a cookie. Let's see here. All right, guys. So we still have a severe thunderstorm warning out for Pettis County and for southern Henry County. Montrose looks like it's finally finishing up where you're at. Apple City is under the gun. Deepwater and Highway 13 in between Clinton and Deepwater. You guys are going to be under the gun here, getting some torrential rainfall right now. And I will tell you, it's still raining out in Clinton, but in the last 20 minutes, I picked up 0.72 inches of rainfall. Fantastic. The only damage I have is the basketball goal. Okay, guys, so back to warnings and watches being able to have other means. Again, Clay Radford, Steve Stevens over at 95.3 and 104.9 The Biz. I still have 96.1. Kind of pushed in my brain from years ago, but 104.9 The Biz, 95.3 KDKD. Excellent sources if you're on the road, sitting at home. If you have a weather radio, one that you might have won here in the room that has the AM/FM radio.
The National Weather Service has issued a special weather statement.
You can watch W Weather Talk and you can listen to KDKD for complete coverage. You've got apps, Storm Shield. That's what you just heard just a second ago. Come across and warn you of any impeding weather. Also, just real quickly, I want to show you guys, make sure that you are able to utilize this. I actually made a Subbies West Central Missouri advisory page. You can like this page, you can follow this page, and turn your notifications on, and you will know whenever this automatically posts a warning, a watch, or an advisory, you'll be notified. And this latest special weather statement that you heard come across my phone was issued for Benton and St. Clair County. Strong thunderstorms for Smithton to Warsaw to Shell City, 55-mile-per-hour winds, penny-sized hail, Appleton City, Coal Camp, Stover, Truman Lake, Warsaw, Lincoln, Larry City. So you'll be up to the second on all of your warnings, watches, and advisories. So this is a great tool to have. Also, another great tool to have, if you just want to go to one place and one place only, you can go to subbiesweathertalk.com to our page, and I call this our web page because all of this was done by donations from you guys during our spring fundraisers. So our weather page, Subbies Weather Talk, if you scroll down, and you'll get all of the latest warning, watches, advisories right there on the home page. And you can also see what tomorrow's planner is and all of the SPC Storm Prediction Center outlooks for the next 3 days. So excellent tools here, guys, and I hope you guys are taking advantage of it. This was done for you guys. So yeah, Spoon. So yeah, timeline for you're right down here by Tightwad, man. You're getting, yeah, you're right in the middle of it. You're right at the very beginning stages. Strong straight line winds for about the next 25 minutes. Take a look. Yeah, those are some 50, 55 mile an hour winds right now going through Tightwad, Racket. That's right down, I believe, where you're at. So, and something I've also noticed here, just over the last 25 minutes, the lightning has really increased along this leading edge. So it's going into a very unstable environment, and we're starting to get it more electrified. So all right, so Clinton proper, about another 10-15 minutes of rainfall. Calhoun, about another probably 20 minutes. Windsor, about another 15 minutes or so, and then you guys will be pretty much in the clear. And again, once you're behind this line from Sedalia all the way down to Appleton City, once you're behind this line, so all of Johnson County, Bates County, Cass County, unfortunately even Vernon County, kind of hope maybe to get a few more rain showers down there in Vernon County, but you guys look like your severe threat is over for the night. So I've got 71 degrees right now outside, and 0.73 in the rain gauge. A little hail by Sparrow. Oh, okay. Christy, I'm sitting there thinking elite hail. I'm thinking, holy cow, that's some big hail. How do you turn on notifications for the alert page? Actually, if you follow the weather page, Jordan, and if your phone has Facebook notifications on, then whenever it posts automatically, I get a notification up at my notification bar stating that Subbies West Central Missouri advisory page has posted. So as long as your phone has notifications on, you should know right away whenever it posts something. And the same thing goes for this live video. If you guys subscribe to my feed and turn notifications on, you will get a notification whenever Subby's Weather Talk goes live on Facebook. So I am working on some new graphics. I got some things lined up here over the next month. Some kind of cool stuff. So I'm excited about it as we head into fall. And again, we only have about another 3.5 weeks or so, guys, before the new LRC sets up 1st of October. We get to take a look and see what the winter forecast and spring forecast is going to be. So I'm pretty excited about that. All right, let's take a look at these storms again, guys. So southern Henry County, severe thunderstorm warning. It's going across 13 highway right now in between Clinton and Deepwater. So those, let's see exactly where this is at. So, and again, right along 13 highway, right along T highway, the crossover road from Ladue, follow T down to 13 highway and Sparrowfoot, probably getting some, and actually just had somebody post on there that we get, that there's a little hail falling near Sparrowfoot. So yeah, Storm Shield is awesome, Misty. I by far I get notifications there before my weather radio and even before my my high-tech app that you're looking at right now. So Storm Shield is by far the best one out there that that I can recommend. It's free. It does everything that I need to. I don't know, David. Actually, even with El Nino, I kind of did. I finished up, I think, last Friday. I did about a week and a half or so research on El Nino years, and believe it or not, they correlate with Farmer's Almanac, and believe it or not, it's showing a very active winter. So even with El Nino, so what El Nino does, it's down in the lower Pacific, down south of Baja California, down west of Mexico. So that's where this pocket of warmer weather or warmer water is at. And it actually just influences the wind field. So what they're suggesting is that the jet stream is actually going to dip a little bit further south than what it has the last 3 years right now, and giving us a fairly active winter season. So I'm ready. I'm ready for an active winter myself. But the LRC is the biggest piece of the puzzle. El Nino is the influence, and then some of the other wind oscillations, like the Arctic oscillation, the Pacific oscillation. They are all small little influences, but the LRC is the biggest influence. That's the biggest picture, the biggest piece of the puzzle for the year. So firm believer in the LRC. One of these days I'll get out all of my upper level air maps and maybe do a live video and show you guys. It's amazing. It's amazing. You can go, like this year, 50 days. You can go 50 days ago today and take the upper level air maps and put them on top of each other, and they're freaking identical. I mean, it really is crazy. So we still have that severe thunderstorm warning for Pettis County. It's staying south of Sedalia and Smithton right now, primarily in the southeast corner of Pettis County. Most of it is over 65 highway, just north of the Windsor Junction